Hey guys, it's your girl Kizzy Rock back with a second recording for you all today. So I wanted to talk to you all about, is God asking you to relocate? Is He's asking you to leave the city, the state where you're currently in? Well, I wanted to chat with you all about a few things that you may see or you may feel that God is asking you to do in order to get prepared for a relocation. All right. First thing, there's a good chance that He will start to dry things up, right? He will start to dry the season up. Like, you will no longer get like fulfillment in the things that you used to get fulfillment on in that place. And that can be from people, from things, maybe whatever you were doing, people that you had great relationships with. All of these things will start to dissipate. And you will no longer feel fulfilled. Like it's almost like you have to now like look for things to do, hard for things to do, or for people to like nothing makes sense any longer. You've loved this place for a long time. You were very successful there, whatever your deal may be. And all of a sudden, like, you don't even like it anymore. Like, I don't even like, I'm just going to stay home because I don't even like this place anymore. Next, you will start to have friendships and even relationships of all sorts start to dissipate. Like, it's almost like you're going to start growing apart from people. Like, and these are like some people that you really, really, were fond of and you really admired and you guys had a great time together. And it's just like, I love you, but I don't like you anymore. Like, it's just like you appreciate the times that you guys had together, but it no longer fulfills you. Whatever the things that you guys used to go out and do, hang out, whatever, like it no longer fulfills you. It's like when you're having conversation with these people, it seems like you're not even vibing like that anymore. Not so much that they're not on your level, but you just feel like there's more, and that person is not being able to converse with you and have this conversation with you that's fulfilling you and what you're feeling currently. It's like the conversation they're having is things that you've done in the past, where there's this sense of urgency in you to want more. So relationships will start to dissipate. Next thing, you will start to have a lack of support. Things that you used to do, let it be if you were in business, you maybe would have, nonprofit organizations, maybe you would hold charity events, whatever, but you will feel a lack of support. And you may have felt that all along because I don't know why. Sometimes people just don't support positive things, sadly, but it will be more profound now. It's almost like you're going to find yourself like doing so many great things or wanting to really help the community because that's your, your heart, and you've grown up there and you've been there for quite some time and and people won't even support you. All right. And it's easy to get upset, and disappointed, right? Because you expect people to support you, especially with something that you're doing positive. However, sometimes it's just how God works. Like sometimes, we can't tell God not to hurt our feelings. like it may hurt your feelings that people are not supporting you, or hurt your feelings because X, Y, and Z. But it's like He has to do that in order to get you to move. It's all part of the process. All right. Next, another reason why God may be asking you to move or giving you signs to move is your family is stressing you out. Your family and your friends, whoever, anybody that's in your life that's very, very close to your life is stressing you out. Not in a bad way, because family is family. You know what I mean? Your family is family. But it's almost like they're stressing you to the 10th power, to the point that it's now becoming overwhelming versus it's just family drama, or just family gonna be family. Like, we love each other, but we don't like each other. How family just go through their stuff. All family goes through their stuff. Point blank, period. There's no perfect family. But it will almost seems like you will start to be drowning with the family issues and you just kind of want to escape. It's almost like, okay, I could have dealt with you guys last year. I could maybe go take a Motrin or a Tylenol, but now I got to get away from you guys, right? So sometimes you will start to feel that sense of urgency to get away from your family. Let me be clear. Family is family. There's no love like family love. But sometimes, you have to learn to love from a distance. Sometimes you have, because see, what happens is if you're one of the ones that's always involved with the family, like the family always calls you, or like you're very involved with your family, which is a blessing, a great thing. What happens is when God is ready to shift you or give you something, he can't put something in your hands when your hand is already full. So if your hands are filled with other people's issues, problems, drama, other people's whatever, he won't open the door if your life is already full, if your mind, your spirit is already filled with fullness of energy and foolishness and drama and all that stuff. So he will start to dry that up. Not saying he's going to dry your family up from you, but you're going to start to just wanting just to kind of be in your own space, your own atmosphere. The next thing, the reason why God may also need you to relocate is because the people who's going to help you expand is at that other location, right? Especially if you're from a town that's like a really small town, or a town that, maybe there's not like a lot of motivation. Many of the people are just kind of content, not knocking anybody, but just saying, everybody don't have the same dreams and desires. Everybody doesn't want a big life. Some people is content with just working a 9-to-5 for the rest of their lives, and that's okay. That's who they are, and that's absolutely okay. But because he knows what he has, assigned to you, right? He has to put you in a place where certain people are specifically that are designed for you. And he only knows where that place is. So he will start to ask you to relocate because, again, he needs the tone to be set. Speaking of tone, you may be asked to relocate because when you get there, you will feel the shift in the energy. Have you ever traveled to different states or even different countries? Well, not countries, because countries going to always have a different energy. But have you ever traveled one state over or 2 states over, and you feel like a shift in energy? Like, have you went from the East Coast to the West Coast, and there's it's a different kind of vibe, right? So sometimes he would need you to relocate sooner than he's going to release the blessing in order to get you comfortable in that new environment, that new energy. Because you may be, used to more of a low key, country feel. Everybody just kind of waving at each other on the highway because everyone knows it, everyone. So he may need you to leave a little earlier. And that's why sometimes when people relocate, they get frustrated because they feel like, okay, God has asked me to relocate. I've been here 6 months, but the blessing that he's showing me is just not coming. Sometimes he needs you to get accustomed to that new place, that new energy. You have to start to learn, different things about that particular place. You have to start to educate yourself, Also, again, like I said, you could have too many distractions at your old place. Okay, say for example, you're someone who was madly in love, with the ex-spouse or ex-girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, and that person still lives in the old place. Well, and not to say you relocate just to get over someone, but sometimes it just depends on the kind of effect that person has on your life. So sometimes because God has tried to work with you to help you to understand, listen, I need you to do a soul cleanse. I need you to, you have a soul tie. I need you to really work with me so I can help cleanse you from this person, and I can, keep you clear from this person, but you keep going back, you keep reading old text messages, you keep going back to the places that you guys frequented, you keep bumping into them, and you're not going to be able to get closure like that. And I'm trying to give you a wife, I'm trying to give you a husband, but because you are steadily waddling in, the energy and memories and places of a person who is not meant and designed for you, I need to shift you. So your husband or your wife is in this new place, but you can never find them if you're still in the old place, because you're still waddling in that hurt and that pain, and you can't heal properly. Okay. Next, the audience that God has specifically for you. Again, that audience can be one person. It can be 1,000. Just depends on what your purpose and your calling is. The audience that God needs you to attain is where he wants to send you. That's why the other people in the old place don't support you, because that's not your audience. And then most times these people know you from when you were, growing up. And so it's like that cool relationship. So sometimes people have a hard time transitioning from friendship to respecting someone who is now walking into their purpose and their calling. They're now a changed, whole individual. Sometimes you still see them as that person who you knew 20 years ago when you guys were wilding out. So sometimes you need to move in order for God to give you a new audience who will respect the person who you are now. And these are the people that God will have assigned specifically for your assignment. And then these people will support you. These are the people that will support you. These people will go out of the way to support you. They will start sharing things without you even asking. They will start introducing you to people, without you even asking. Like, the support level is at the new place. So I think overall it's just that sometimes it's God asking us to relocate. And if you're someone like myself who has a very close-knit family, that's extremely difficult. That's extremely difficult because it's almost like you're leaving a limb behind, but you're not leaving your family behind. In fact, you're going to better yourself in order to be able to better the family. So you can be able to, pour more into your family and be able to invest more into your family. And whatever you learn, you go back and you teach them and all that good stuff. So yes, it will be difficult at first, especially if God is asking you to relocate to a place far, far away. You live in Michigan, but he wants you in California, or he may even want you in a different country. Like, that's difficult. But thanks today to technology and all this good stuff, it's almost like you never left. But I just want to encourage you guys, because it's not easy, but I can't stress it enough. Your blessings are in your obedience. You can have major blessings sitting on hold, like for real, waiting to be released. Blessings of all magnitude. But because you will not remain obedient, God will let those blessings sit there. He's not going to release blessings if you still have people around you that he does not want to prosper from those blessings. He is not going to release blessings in certain environments that's constantly pulling at you and just negative and toxic. It makes no sense. You have to be clear. Your mind have to be clear in order to receive these blessings. Because see, when these blessings come, these new blessings come, it comes with new responsibility. So if you haven't grown at all, if you haven't really climbed and, got more spiritually inclined, how can he give you more and you're not even prepared for the more? So I will encourage you guys, just please, guys, please, if God is asking you to relocate, if he's asking you to do something, anything, stay obedient, because that's where your blessings are on the other side. It's on the other side of your obedience. You guys have a great one.